Well, I've had this truck now for about 24 hours, a little over 24 hours. I've been trying for the last 24 hours between working and not working, um, or whatever. I've been trying to figure out how to get this optimized idle to work, and I just cannot figure it out. The icon. Oh, you can't see it because it's too bright. There we go. That green icon right there indicates that it should be working. Well, right now it's not warm enough for it to work. But according to this, it should kick on between 68 and 72 degrees. But I'm pretty sure it's been over 72 degrees in the truck today, and the optimized idle has not kicked on. That being said, I did accidentally or whatever figure out, trying all these different methods, I figured out a way to get the truck to idle without the optimized idle. And that's basically just basically setting the trailer brakes and releasing the tractor brakes. But that only works if I have a trailer. If I don't have a trailer, then and that's also provided that the trailer brakes work. The trailer I have today is a brand new trailer, but these guys, most of their trailers are junk, and I'd be surprised if the brakes work right. But anyhow, so that's the workaround that I've figured out so far, trying to figure out this optimized idle. It's a 2025 Freightliner, I believe. Could be a 2026, but I don't think so because they switch over to 2026 around the middle of the year. I know for cars, it's around July or August, but for 18-wheelers, it's a different date. So I'm not sure what that date is, but I'm pretty sure this is a 2025 truck. And but anyways, so I figured out finally how to get the green light to come on, and sometimes it seems like it's working, sometimes it don't. So if I set the optimized idle like it is now, and then what I did earlier was once I figured this out, once I got this far, so basically what you do is you turn the key on but don't turn the truck on, from what I understand. And then you go through the optimized idle options, and then it'll basically activate. But if I fire up the truck right away, it seems to disengage the optimized idle. But when I go in to unload and come back and then fire up the truck, it seems like the auto shutdown doesn't activate and it'll idle. But it has to be sitting for like, I don't know, 30 minutes. It usually takes me 30 minutes to an hour to unload. So it's got to be sitting for I don't know, maybe 15, 30 minutes before that'll work. So if I fire it up after it's sitting like this for 30 minutes or so, then it'll idle and it won't shut down. But then if I just do this setting and then fire it up right away, then it'll shut down. So I don't know. There's a special combination and I haven't quite figured it out yet. I followed the instructions and I even looked up a YouTube and I've still not had any success. But once I crack the code, I'll let you know. But yeah, worst case scenario, if I have to sleep and it's boiling outside and I'm not planning to get out of the truck, or, I could get out of the truck, but the horn will honk, which I've done that. I tested that. It's annoying. But when I got to the customer, I basically just set the trailer brakes and not the tractor brakes. And it went inside and unloaded. Came back out, truck's still running. Every time I open the door, the horn honks like the alarm's going off, but no big deal, I guess, You just hurry up so it doesn't honk as much. So I know that works, but yeah, you basically have to set the tractor brake to get out of the truck, otherwise the alarm's going to go off. I even tried going out the passenger door and the alarm still goes off. So, or the horn still goes off. So, but worst case scenario, if I can't get this to work and I got to sleep at night and it's hot, I can do that trick if I got a trailer. If I don't have a trailer, I'm either screwed or I'll have to figure something else out. I thought about getting some wheel chocks, but that's not exactly safe. I have wheel chocks at home, and I could do that if I'm desperate enough. But that's not exactly safe, But setting the trailer brakes, if I have a trailer, that's safe enough. I can do that. But yeah, anyways. So I'm still working on this optimized idle. Once I figure it out, cool, no problem. But until then, it's a little frustrating. But it's nice outside tonight. It's actually kind of chilly. There it is. It says it's 73 degrees, but I think it's colder than that. I got 6.2 miles per gallon. My average speed is 39 miles per hour. Oh, yeah. I keep setting this for 2.4 seconds, but it keeps resetting back to 3.6. That's another thing I don't like about this truck. I set the cruise for 70 miles an hour, but it keeps resetting back to 66 miles an hour. So that's a problem. Anyways, so yeah, when I figure it out, I'll let you know. But yeah, there's some kind of weird special combination. Either that or they changed the temperature to like 80 something instead of 70 something. You know, it's supposed to be 68 to 72. They might have changed that to 78 to 82 or 88 to 92. Who knows? But I'm sure they can change that temperature setting somehow or in the computer. So, knowing my luck, that's probably what happened. Probably set for like 80 or 90 degrees. And I gotta wait till it's boiling hot before the optimized idle will work. But anyway, 72 is a little low. I'd say, 74, 75 is ideal for me. 72, like I said, 72, it says it's 72 outside, and I think that's chilly. So, between 75 and 80, I'd be happy with. But I think if they change the temperature, it's a lot higher than that. Anyways, all right. Good night.